Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry arriving at his first press conference since an earthquake ripped through the country's southwest, leaving more than 130,000 families homeless. We had a lot of questions about his government's handling of the disaster, especially why, a week later, aid's still not getting to the many destroyed villages close to the epicentre.
One of the regions that's been completely flattened is Les Îles. We went to Les Îles and they said they haven't had anyone from the government come and offer them aid. And when they talked to you, you told them to wait for that. Why are they not getting aid sooner, since 98% of their houses are destroyed?
But the Prime Minister chose not to answer the question, passing the mic to his head of civil protection.
We are formulating our response. Our mechanism is in action. Evidently, we have some issues related to security, but we are doing our best to accelerate the process.
But it's not just the villages lacking aid, it's the cities too.
We also went to Le Caille, and in Le Caille there's a camp full of people, just not even tents, they're just sticks with tarpaulin above them. That area presumably you can get to, but they also said they haven't seen anyone from the government. Why haven't they received any help either?
Like I said, our response is ongoing. Yesterday, I know there was distribution in Le Caille using our methodology. It may happen that you didn't go to where we were distributing.
But there's a huge problem with distribution that the Prime Minister had so far only vaguely alluded to.
Something that we're all talking about. There's a stretch of the road from here to Le Caille which is really difficult to get aid down because it's controlled by gangs. What is your government doing to try and free up that road and also to try and stop those gangs? They've also kidnapped an orthopedic surgeon over the last couple of days. What is your government doing about that?
The first thing to say is that the southern route is better now. We're working hard to make it permanently safe so people can circulate without any risk.
Also at the press conference, the Deputy Secretary-General of the United Nations. What, a journalist asked, could be done to stop the mistakes made after the monstrous 2010 earthquake, when the rebuilding process was flawed at best.
Perhaps what we have learned is to do it differently. And to do it differently means to take the leadership, to build the institutions, to build the capacities. And it's not to say that there are no gaps. There are gaps. This is a different situation and requires a different response.
Seeing will be believing for the many watching on and those desperate, homeless and still waiting for help. John Holman, Jazeera, Port-au-Prince.